I'm here with my partner, the co-founder. I'm just the voice of the artist, so he has all the merits for this. First, I want to congratulate for attending this amazing event. We're probably the project that came from really, really far away. We're from the middle of the world. We're from Ecuador. And being from Ecuador, you have to realize that we're not the first world countries, right? And we have so many issues regarding animals. So I want to see some interaction here. I want to see who loves animals and who has a pet, who has a horse. We all do, right? So I want to talk about a little bit how we create social impact in crypto and how we are creating art and technology through NFTs for stray dogs in the world. First, you know how crypto evolved from the cyberpunks, then it went to solar punk, and then we decided to create a new movement that is called the animal punk movement. We're the first animal punk movement in the world that combines art, tech, and social impact. And also, we create the first DAO that helps through crypto economy to animals around the world. We're just a group of animal lovers willing to generate social impact in the world. That's kind of like the main idea right here. So I want to make a little bit of an introduction, what we do, what we have done with this amazing partner that I have. And let's see a little bit of the video. First, we have 3 mandates. We want to create animal and care. We want to promote altruistic decentralization. And of course, create real world impact. So how do we do it?
Oh my God!
My dear friend, Matt Betty, who flew from Ecuador.
Dogs are changing the world's vibration. They are helping us to present as a society. Dogs are truly our best friends.
Thank you so much.
My family is my inspiration. My 3 kids help me to feel the dog's power. My mission is to portray their vibration and their message to us.
So yes, that was just a quick interview of what my partner does in the world. Hollywood artists start calling us to create with us art together. So we decided to combine and create a team that most of my team are right here. What we do is basically we connect people, we connect animals to Web3, but we had to solve a problem, right? So first we have to understand this globally. There's around 800 million dogs around the world. Only 500 million have a home and 300 million doesn't. So that's a main issue, not just in Latin American countries, not in Middle East countries, it's all around the world. And we have to understand something. After COVID, 5% increase out of these numbers. So why? Because there's a lack of support of resources for animal organizations. Of course, there's always informal organizations, lack of transparency in their operations. You can see all over the world so many animal activisms, but they're not willing to transparent their actions. And more than half of campaigns and organizations are scams. So they are something that we related to crypto. As well, in the real world, there's so many scams, and we decided to do a hack. I became a hacker because I love animals, and I want to create an animal punk movement in order to actually onboard real causes in the world. In the United States by itself, there's more than $300 million a year that goes from donations directly to scammers. Same thing happens in crypto, right? How do we solve it? Through crypto, art, blockchain technology. We raise awareness about transparent support for animals through smart contracts and NFTs. So we created the first hack back in November. We're hackers from the blockchain community. As my colleague said before, we don't feel that we're far away from Ecuador. We feel part of the community of crypto. And that's where we create the proof of donation process, our first hack, which is basically a validation of real projects in animal activism around the world. That's how we create the first impact DAO for stray dogs in the world. We didn't know that we were going to be the first ones, and we had such a responsibility to do it well. We basically are generating a friendly user experience, a UX UI experience to increase animal rescue around the world through a decentralized application. And of course, onboarding the process to crypto and Web3. This is the timing for now, for the new generations. So what we create, our second hack, it's called, you have to mint, you can rescue an animal, then you can have to prove it, and then you earn crypto. How? First of all, with the help of the animal lovers around the world. And of course, through this man's art that is amazing, we basically understood that whenever you rescue a pet, a dog, an animal, there's several processes that you have to follow. For example, with dogs, you have to take them out of the street. Then you have to take them to the vet to stabilize them, probably sterilize it. And then you have to find a foster home, and then after a definitive home. So all of them are processes that we could use blockchain to actually, prove it. And in order, on the process that we do, we can earn crypto through a KYC process. So we can use MetaMask or other protocols in order to validate that process for us to reward the animal activism. So it's an altruistic process that gets rewarded. So we have to understand the animal industry around the world. There's $3.9 billion of animal industry just in dogs. So it's a huge market, just to realize how big it is. But then we have to go down and understand how many of those are Web3 or crypto users. There's only about 1 billion users. And then we decide, okay, what about the market, right? Let's go and aim for 5% out of those markets. I mean, $450 million are the Web3 users. That's our possible market that we're aimed to onboard into our platform, into our ecosystem that we're building. And of course, $22.5 million is, it's the amount of people that we can onboard in the first stage. And basically, we have to do a really extensive job in order to onboard 625 people per day with a cost of acquisition of $21. That is the average cost that it will cost the project to onboard people inside this ecosystem. So what we're building and what we need from you guys is to help us build the next generation of the decentralized application to the animal ecosystems, where we're going to have a metaverse experience, we're going to have a radio music station, and of course, an NFT marketplace. And the most amazing thing, we want to tell stories about how we connect these animals to new homes around the world through the first crypto reality show that we're going to see later on. So we have a tech layer of ERC20, which is our token, ERC721, which is the NFT collection, and the 1155, which is the DAO. That's a tech layer that all of that founds the treasury of a DAO. The DAO is governed by the community, and we upload proposals in order for people to vote which are the best animal activism to support around the world. So this is just the framework for us to show the world that we can actually transparent those kind of actions. And then we didn't know until people validate our project that we were solving the NFT trilemma. We know there's not the best time for NFTs, but when you understand that a project doesn't need to sold out to be successful because it has a social cast in the middle, we think we had it. So a component for art and technology with community to fight for animal rights, it's a NFT utility. So what we're trying to aim is through our pre-round seed to basically how we monetize. It's through the NFTs, through the DApp, through the metaverse experience, tokenized wearables. We have an amazing augmented reality tokenized clothes. Maybe some of you guys went to our booth and interact with our art. If not, please, you guys are invited to do it after. but everything is to raise funds for animal activism around the world. Basically, we understand that this business has a 7% market growth every year. So in the 5th year, the total amount that we can profit will be more than $13 million. And that's just the cost that the project needs in order to be successful. This is just a collection preview of our algorithm art that is created by Ramiro, that some of them unlock the feature to actually portrait physically to your animal. It combines everything, art, technology, and social impact. We have a tech and development roadmap that we decide to choose Dubai to be our operations headquarters in the world. Why? I think we all know that. And of course, we want to break paradigms here. We come from all over the other side of the world, but we decide that maybe the other side of the world could get help from this other side, the Middle East. And we're sure that we can do interaction together, because there's the same problem in India, in Greece, here in Dubai. If you guys here, animal shelters already have problems to raise funds on that. What we have accomplished with this, just trying to do a social impact around the world, we made it to Forbes. Why? Because we were the first impact social project in the world created in crypto. Why? Because we're preparing the path for the next generation of the crypto users. We're trying to reward kids or their parents when they actually do social impact. And that was the amazing thing when Hollywood artists started calling us, like Eugenio Derbez, Ryan Seacrest, Lionel Richie, Katy Perry. And why? Because they don't need money, but they need a real cause to actually help. And we have a validation process in order to do that. And one of the amazing meetings that we just had was with a Hollywood production company that wants to sponsor us to create the first crypto reality show, which is basically telling stories about how we connect dogs from all over the side of the world to this side. And I want to thank everyone for listening to this and basically come and invited to our booth. We were more than pleased to show you in deep our project. And if you guys want to create social impact, you guys are more than welcome to join. Thank you so much for the time.